Hello and welcome to Simply Fit. I'm your host, Sandy White of Simply Fit Radio. Our simple strategy and tips we will be providing to you so that you can have an outstanding life. And our mission statement is to simply provide tips and strategies to individuals so that they become fit in their mind, body, and soul, thus allowing each of us the opportunity to share our gifts with the world rather than having them aborted by Satan. So with that, I have a couple things that I would like to share. Typically what we'll do on a normal basis is share 5 simple strategies. You don't have to do all of them, but you can pick one and then implement the rest 1 week at a time, because you want to be consistent in the strategies and tips that we're providing to you. So today I have some of my favorites, and one of them would be keeping a journal. Journals are so important because we have very stressful days. And when you have a journal, you go home, or you can do this on your lunch hour, whenever it's very simple for you, and then write down the things that you are grateful for. You have at least 5 or 10 things that you're grateful for. That way, when you're not feeling at your best, you could go back to your journal and look over the wonderful things that God has blessed you with. So the second thing that I would like to share, this is so awesome. It's called Meg 07. So if you're not having regular poops, which a lot of people don't want to talk about, if you're not having regular bowel movements, this is a really good product. You could get it anywhere. You can go to Amazon, you could go to Walmart, but it's really good. It's Meg 07. And what it does is it puts oxygenation in your intestines to help move out the fecal matter that's been sitting there. Now, sometimes this may sound a little gross, but I'm going to help you out here. If you are not eliminating, that's the equivalency of having something in your refrigerator and it's just sitting there and it's getting molded. It's the same process, but it's inside your body. And so even though you may be brushing your teeth, those odors will eventually start coming out. So to eliminate that, you want to take Meg 07 and take it at night. So the first thing in the morning, you can have a really good elimination, but no stress strain on that. If you're stressing and you're straining, you're not getting in enough greens and you're not getting in enough water. So the next of my favorites would be, and you only take the alkaline water 8 ounces at a time because it detoxes your body. 8 ounces, and you could do this, I would say, once in the morning and right before you go to bed. I like to do this with the Meg 07 and the fiber. So you could take fiber that has like Metamucil. It's a really good fiber. It's powder. A lot of people don't like taking a lot of pills, but you can take that, follow the instructions with 8 ounces of the detox water with the Meg 07 if you're not eliminating really well, because this should be 1 meal in, 1 meal out. And the 1 meal out is your elimination. Now, some of my other favorites are the essential oils. So as we go on each of our segments, I'll go more in depth about the essential oils. But what I wanted to do on the first one is just to introduce some of the essential oils. This one here that I have is called frankincense. And frankincense is a really good, it's a all over essential oil. But one of the main things that I love about it is it gets you closer to, like if you're praying and you want to have a more intimate relationship or hear more clearly from Holy Spirit, this is a really good essential oil to use. And you just take 1 or 2 drops and you stick it on the first 2 toes, the one from your largest toe. On the next segment, I'll talk about the frankincense again, but I'll also show you the chart, and I also will provide that so you guys can see the chart with your feet imprint, and it shows you all of the internal organs where you should be putting the oil and massaging your feet. It's really, really good. The next one that I love, it's the peppermint. And before I go any further, all of the essential oils, make sure they're in a dark color bottle. This keeps this allows them to be preserved very well. And then you also know that they're a lot more authentic. You want them in a dark color bottle. But peppermint, if you're having challenges with your sinuses, you can put the peppermint oil in your diffuser and it will open up your sinuses. It's a really good essential oil. The next thing that I would like to talk and share with you guys about, it's not the essential oils, but we're going to talk about your ears. So we talked about the elimination for your intestines. We talked about the essential oil. So when you're up and you're praying, the frankincense. And we talked about opening up your sinuses with the peppermint essential oils. The next one would be your ears. A lot of challenges, and now this Debrox, you could get this anywhere, at any pharmacy store, CVS, Walmart, you know, wherever is closest to you. But what you do is you put a couple drops in your ears. If you're having excessive wax, or you're not hearing clearly, or you're having some minor ringing in the ears, you want to make sure you're putting a couple drops of this in your ears, right and left, just before you go to bed. It's not going to be on a regular. It's just maybe a couple days, once a week. And then maybe you want to do this, check to make sure that you don't have the excess wax buildup, excessive itching in the ears and clogging where you're not hearing very clearly. This is when the Debrox will go into effect, but you only need to do this like once a month or once as needed. Now, the next and the most important thing of one of my favorite tips is simple water. Now, a lot of people like to tell you to drink half your body weight, but 64 ounces is a really good start. If you have not been doing that on a regular basis, this simple 8-ounce water bottle, you can get started. And then when you keep your journal, the purpose of your journal, outside of what we discussed earlier, of writing all of the wonderful things that has been going on in your life. So if you're having something challenging, you could go back and see where God has blessed you at. You want to make sure that you're journaling the things that you're implementing that you think are, this is a simple strategy that you can add into your life. So say you're drinking 8 ounces of water, but you're not being consistent. This will be a good time to say, well, at 8 o'clock, I drank 8 ounces of water. And then 2 hours later, I drank another 2 ounces. But if you're very busy and you're not tracking what you're doing, you're not going to see your successes. So this little tiny bottle of water helps eliminate a lot of toxins from your body. It gives you energy. It makes your hair grow. It makes your skin look beautiful, all from this little tiny bottle of water. So that's something that you don't want to forget. You want to make sure that you're tracking all of the areas that you're going to be implementing these small tips and strategies in, so then at the end of the week, you can see if that is a yes or a no for you. The next thing that I love is a really good blender, because some of your meals, you need to have a meatless meal, meaning your body needs those vegetables and fruits, and a lot of times you don't have the opportunity to sit down and consume all of that at one time. But you can if you do a smoothie. And now this is the Ninja, this is a Ninja Foodie blender, but you could get whichever one you have. Just make sure that it has a really good, a high horsepower on it, where it can blend up use frozen fruit. You don't have to add ice if you use frozen fresh fruit. And make sure you put your water in first, put your greens in second, at least 2 to 3 handfuls of greens. I like the spinach. That is so good on the digestive system. It makes it work very well with the items that I have shared with you earlier. And the last thing that I like to share is just simple calm. Simply calm. Now, if you're having cramps, That means you're not getting enough magnesium. And again, not a lot of us want to take a lot of pills. So I try to find things that is going to be a combination. Some folks like pills, some people like powder, but this right here is a powder form and it's called Calm. It'll relieve you of the unnecessary day-to-day stress, and it also provides your body with the necessary nutrients that it needs so that you're not crampy. And with all of these wonderful things, and I have one more special tip for you, but the purpose of providing you with these tips and strategies, again, if you're not healthy, it does you no good, and you can't serve the body of Christ when you're not feeling well. My last, since I have glucose challenges, I love this tea. So versus instead of like taking all of the medicines that your body does not naturally digest properly, I like to try as many natural remedies as possible before I put in synthetics inside of my body. Now this right here is just a simple tea by Bigelow. And so if you're not a big tea person, you can literally add the cinnamon and the blueberries to your smoothie. Now, I will also be providing you guys later in the segments with different recipes for your smoothies, and we'll go over more, as I mentioned before, the essential oils that you can actually use in your diffuser, as well as topical that you can actually put in your food and in your smoothies. And then we have a lot of other wonderful guests that will be coming on that will provide you guys with meal preps and proper way to take care of your dental hygiene. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first segment, and we will see you guys every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Until next time, you guys have a blessed day. Hey guys, Sandy White back here again. I just wanted to remind you of all of the wonderful products and tips and strategies that I provided to you. Please check with your physician to ensure that these won't harm your body and that you can get the best benefits from them. And I also wanted to thank WYTV 7 Christian Broadcast Station for allowing me to come on here and provide you all with this wonderful information. And if you would like to see more of these public broadcasts coming to you, we'd like for you to check out the button at the top or somewhere on the screen and to make a donation to the station so that you can continue to see wonderful broadcasts of mine and others that are on this wonderful station. Until next week, I see you later.